on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll get a look at Melvin Gordon, fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Los Angeles Chargers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and our home team. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
They'll come out throwing here on for Hunter Henry with a grab. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. That throw into the arms of Allen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now the second down throw on target. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Complete, it's Henry. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Rolling to his right. And this is complete. It's Allen. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. and I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 4. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job, Force. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the...
Keep putting that ball on the ground. Got it. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Given 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Fluck, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 1 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. They'll look to throw here. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From a yard out. As hit. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on second. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush.
And he's going to go down again.
Got him. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
On the double. Check 59. Let's get the ball.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a play fake here on first down. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to. He's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return across midfield.
Don't go this way. Ready. 58 to Mike. It's going to be a long day.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good...
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams. They'll try and start this drive in the air. From left side, it's complete. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and it's second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with. I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Flushed out right, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw, and that will be incomplete. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They'll drop to throw.
On any given pass play, you're never going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. He's got it to Williams. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th season as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. And I know you.
He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 32 on the play. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. It wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. That's going to be caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Back to throw again. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended, down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here, and it turns out they don't get it done.
So for the home team here, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll find themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.